Hi, today we are gonna talk with our businesses. We all read the news and we see a lot of stories, but what is happening behind the stories is a story of real people, real businesses and real struggles, challenges that we are facing right now. So today we are gonna talk with SoftElegance and they will share their story, how their business has changed, what they are looking forward right now, and where the company is going to. Today we have here Andriy Stolbov and Andriy Starzhinsky, representatives from this company. And can you give us a little introduction about yourself, what you do in the company, and what your company is about?
Hello, I'm Andriy Stolbov. I'm CEO of the SoftElegance, and I'm in this role for decades already. I'm a founder of the company. I think I'm in charge of all sides of business, and our company has two directions. First is software development services, and the second is products related to artificial intelligence in industrial area. Andriy?
Hi, my name is Andriy Starzhinsky. I'm responsible for product line of businesses. I'm with SoftElegance 12 years. And currently we are developing the predictive analytics solution, which forecasts industrial equipment breaks using its sound.
Okay, nice to meet you all. My name is Elena. I'm representative of APAO, and we are gonna talk about the business. So what was happening in 2022? So we were almost getting ready we almost got used with the pandemic, but where was your business going to at that time?
Okay, yes, I think when we entered this year, all our thoughts were that we will return to normal. So, we during the pandemics, since it's mostly IT business, so we were able to work remotely. And at New Year, we printed Christmas and New Year card with unique design. And on this card, we printed our office, so our office building. So it was hint that we are going to, this is this card.
This one.
Yeah, so everyone was expecting to return to the office, to normal life after the pandemic. But it was not realized. In terms of business, we were looking to extend our services direction and to move with our product line to international market. So that was our plan at the beginning of this year.
And then February happened. And we all know that we were all in shock. None of us believed that this would happen, but it did. So how has your business changed since February?
Well, obviously we have not returned to normal. We have not returned to office. We still work remotely, and that hasn't changed. I think we are more diversified geographically because some of our employees moved to European Union and work from there. And we have had to modify our plans regarding the product development roadmap. In terms of software development services, it hasn't changed so much, I would say. So we kept off all of our existing clients, and they were supportive. Generally, they mostly located in the United States and Europe. So after initial shock, we mostly returned to normal. It's right now it's almost half a year since the beginning of the war, of the full-fledged war. So by this time, I would say that service business returned to its more or less normal yes, we are diversified and we became even more stable in this regard because we work from different countries, from different geographical regions, and even more prepared to worst case scenario. I mean, so that's probably it. In terms of product development, that was the part which was suffering the most, because big part of it was aimed to large Ukrainian companies, industrial clients, and that was affected. So right now, we are just returning to our plans to go worldwide and to go abroad with our services, and reconsider how to do this. What is the best venues to do this in these changed circumstances?
Mm-hmm.
I would add that our current product customers are still with us, so it's not affected to them, fortunately. And we are working with several large enterprises, and we are currently discussing the next year plans to prolong the contract. So fortunately, it's not so much affected to them.
Yeah. For example, I can say, for example, from one of our clients was Metinvest, it's the largest Ukrainian, probably one of the largest Ukrainian enterprises, and it was affected, we all know, severely. So, but some of clients which more in agricultural product, chicken factories and so on, they are more or less resumed their normal business and continue to work with us. And we even started new development, so extension of the products. Just months or two ago. But it was, I think, a very significant step. So enterprises not thinking just about survival, but about the future and the extension of the state-of-the-art services. I mean, effectiveness of the business. I think it's very important indicator.
Yeah, that's very interesting. So first I heard that your international clients, they didn't leave you, but they even support you. And so the business you have with them is ongoing, which is a very good sign, both on your side and their side, which is really pleasant to hear. So very congrats on that. And I hear that you are expanding your products. So what is your strategy right now in terms of staff, in terms of products, in terms of financial? Maybe if you can share that, maybe whether you're looking at cutting on your expenses or actually investing more in innovations.
Okay. Well, in this regards, of course, our major focus is in keeping the people, all people, people who stayed in Ukraine or people who moved to other countries. And we are successful with this. All people are stayed with us, continue. Some people moved to Western Europe, to Germany, for example. It's very developed countries that they have possibilities to work locally, but we are trying to keep them with us, not just with our company, but with Ukraine in general, trying to pay taxes in Ukraine, because I think it's very important for all of them, and they're thinking about returning when the war ends. So that's very important for all parties, for Ukraine, for us, and for them. So this is one of our major focuses. Of course, we are other focus is to keep all of our clients and try to extend the range of our services for existing clients. And just recently, we also started to invest more in sales. I mean, in sales and promotion of our services, to trying to find new clients abroad. I mean, it's for service business. We became more, as I said, geographically diversified, but we are looking for employees not just in Ukraine, but in other regions, because it's now a trend that clients would like to have diversified teams, to have guaranteed business continuity. And I think it's important to say that the war started in Ukraine started like 8 years ago. And many steps were taken by our company, probably by other companies, to guarantee business continuity in worst case scenario. And these measures really worked. These measures were related to data security, where the data were kept in data centers. Outside Ukraine, it's infrastructure, I mean, stability, because even during the worst days in Kyiv, our office continued to function despite electricity discontinuation. We had an independent source of energy, our generator. So it's really, even in worst days, I think our clients haven't noticed any, difference in the services that we provided to them. And I think that was very important. But now they are much more assured that everything is going to be fine, and they can deal with Ukrainian service providers.
Wow, that's very assuring for your clients and for your upcoming new clients, for the prospects, because really you keep your employees diversified. You take care of the data, you take care of the security, which is very important around the world. So this is very assuring. My personal question here, have you had employees from Ukraine before February, or have you been employing people outside of Ukraine before February? That's what
I would say in terms of technical personnel, not really. I would need to mention that we have an office in the United States, in Houston, but mostly it's sales and project management office. So it's facing the clients. So in this regard, we had presence abroad, but all our technical stuff was this. Yes, we had some people for example, in Poland, but it was a minor number. It's usually a couple of people just, and usually they were also from Ukrainian regions, that people that emigrated to Poland long time ago.
But we do have experience in international teams collaborating. For example, the team is here in Ukraine, and another part was, for example, in Malta, or local people in the United States. So it's was not a problem to collaborate between two companies.
In terms of technology, not so much changed, because we are in IT, diversified teams are not something new or unusual. So in this regard, it was not a big issue to work in this way. But of course, right now there are more legal and taxation questions which we need to face and to deal. And not only our company, but generally Ukrainian business, and through the associations, different associations, we know that Ukrainian government is working very hard, to resolve these issues on international level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are challenges that are in front of us, but they're definitely solvable and just takes a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Okay, so I hear you here. Can you tell us more about maybe the spheres of your business that you started to optimize? Maybe some parts of the business you cut off, maybe you developed something. Can you tell us more about that?
I would say we have not cut anything because, as I said, all our clients remained with us, and yes, we had on initial stages of the full-fledged war, we had some problems with locating new clients, so we have not grown, but we were able to keep the whole team. I need to mention that one of our employees was drafted to the Ukrainian army, and he's on the front right now. But he's still with us. He's still working with us. We are paying him some part of his salary. So I mean, we're really trying to keep all people, disregarding where they are, whether they're still able or they are in army, because we plan that when these people return from the war, and they will continue to work with us, and the attitude, the people really, need to feel that they have place to return and they want to return. That's very important.
Yeah.
We also had an issues with relocation personnel who moved to, for example, Czech Republic. So we gave them time to fix the issues with kids, with kindergartens, and so on. So we are trying to keep people as calm and normal, just them to feel that they're valuable for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so we are, for this half a year or probably a bit less, our main focus was to stabilize, to remain on the same level. But right now, we are more looking to the extension of the business. So we are starting to attend different conferences abroad. As we discussed, we are going to move to attend huge exhibition abroad in Czech Republic. Fortunately for us, yes, we have a representative in the United States. So on this side, we also started to work more aggressively, also by attending trade shows and more, resuming more normal marketing and sales cycle on this side too.
Okay.
So that means that we more invest in expansion of the business right now. Starting to do this.
So what I see in different business and what I see in yours is that you had to give yourself some time to solve operational issues with your personnel, with stuff that was emerging in front of you, but things are going back to normal right now, and you are looking to expansion.
Yes. And on product side, yes, we are looking for new ways to sell and to market our products abroad. And yes, we are just starting this new cycle. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we are working with sales representatives. So we have, as Andriy mentioned, sales office in Houston, and we are starting to establish the sales office in Singapore because it's really huge market. India, Malaysia, Indonesia. It's huge, really interesting market for us. So we are looking to that way too.
Yeah, we found a local partner in Singapore, and I think it's worth mentioning that it happened already after the war began. So even in this, I would say the Asia, this part of the world, they are more sensitive to security concerns. But still, even in this part of the world, it's possible to move forward with the product promotion.
That's very interesting, and I think you will find good success stories over there in that market and expand your market within the US. What about your product policies? Are you looking to expand the line of products that you currently have, or maybe you want to develop? What are your plans there?
So we actually have a technical roadmap which is focused on extending the type of equipment we're able to predict failures. In terms of new services, there are also a few technical upgrades that we are going to do. So we actively invest in that part, because we really think that the failure prediction using sound, it's something really that might be extended, I would say unlimited. So it's possibility to grow worldwide, everywhere.
Oh, can you tell us more about the sound prediction? So we had a little conversation, not on the cameras, but I think that would be very interesting. Can you tell us about the product that you offer?
Yes. So we developed the mobile application, which user can record the sound of industrial equipment, and then we are using machine learning and AI to predict the failures. So it's easy, very easy to use. It can save a lot of time of the operator who previously needed to go and to listen everywhere. Now we are providing for them the intellectual assistant, which uses the advantages of machine learning just to be sure that equipment works in the right way.
Nice, that's very interesting. So you said you had one client in Ukraine already using it, yes?
We are piloting it, so it's yes.
Okay, and who would be the ideal customer for that? So let's say, I don't know, what kind of industries would use that in your mind?
We are currently using it at Agratech company. So companies with a lot of electrical engines, the companies who deal with fleet management. So the technology is scalable to heat engines. The same, the energy companies, companies who are generating electricity, transport electricity with their equipment. So we are not actually limited to industries. We are focused on electrical engines, which are used worldwide, everywhere, in producing food and so on.
So whoever has an engine should hire you, basically.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Andriy, sorry I interrupted you here.
I just wanted to add that, electrical engines are widespread and used across various industries. So that's good for us. That's probably why we decided to apply our technology to this piece of equipment. Because, yes, as Andy said, it's also applicable to other devices, but electrical edge is our first and main focus right now.
Because you started with electrical spheres, so your first product, as I know, was in predicting, is in helping predict the companies on their usage of electrical current.
Consumption of the electricity, yes. It was our client, first client was the largest Ukrainian electricity production and distribution company, the tech, which everyone knows here in Ukraine. Yes, and first we developed the product to predict the consumption in large regions like capital of Ukraine, Kyiv, and some other large industrial districts. And then yeah, we applied this technology to large enterprises in different spheres, agri-tech and others. Yeah.
So the idea is in Ukraine in 2019 started the so-called new market of the electricity when you trade the electricity hourly. So not like whole price for that. You need to buy the electricity. And if you are not precise in your forecast of buying for tomorrow, you will pay extra fee. So the idea was we need to be very precise in forecasting the electricity consumption. Then you will save a lot of money on buying that. And the next step of developing of the product was if you ordered some amount of electricity for tomorrow, but your equipment will break today, you will have a penalty and you will pay extra money for that electricity. And so we decided to extend the product also to predict the failures of current equipment which uses electricity.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing for this particular product was that the clients had immediate and noticeable financial effect. So they saw it immediately after starting to use products. So like for enterprises like this agri-tech business, they started to save about 2 million hryvnias monthly, just because the prediction became more accurate than the human would do. Same was for the techs. We don't know exact numbers of the savings, but because it's business, it's confidential, but we know that it's very substantial for them to start using it immediately and use it, on daily basis since then.
No, it was some kind of, I would say, tender, because there was the humans who did that forecast manually, and we did it automatically with artificial intelligence. And of course, it's more efficient to use automation of the process, but we like months made the comparison between our forecast and their own, and after several months of comparison, we won the competition.
Nice.
Yeah. Sad for humans.
Yes.
Yes. And we can make a little prediction that if the company that cannot reveal the numbers, if they're still using, that's beneficial for them. So
obviously, they said that the effect is very substantial. Yeah, but they just can reveal the exact numbers.
Okay, I can talk about products forever, and I think that whoever watches the interview, reads it, can go to your website and check out the products that you have, schedule a call with you, and that would be very nice, and you can develop the conversation from there, and I'm sure you can offer good solutions for them. But let's switch our conversation to the business environment in Ukraine, how it has changed since the start of the full-scale invasion, because it's very interesting. I think it would be interesting for our readers, our viewers, to hear first-hand experience, because they'll read the news, they know that it has changed a lot, but from your perspective, from your experience, let's first start with the with the community of like-minded companies. Has the cooperation between you improved, or maybe you started working more alone? How does it work here?
I would say that definitely we can say that cooperation has improved. As we have mentioned, with our company, we have two directions, one related to pure IT, and we are a member of IT association of several IT associations of Ukraine, and other side it's more industrial related, which where our products go. So PAO is more industrial. So we have a view of different parts of the business. And if you are talking about IT business, it really became more consolidated. And we have examples, for example, or sorry for tautology, but where large IT companies help smaller IT companies to keep afloat and to find new clients, secure new clients for small. So that was not what was hardly to imagine before the war, but yes, it happens. Companies become more consolidated in talking to the government to convey their concerns, and I also can say that the government become more responsive, more helpful, or trying to help when it's possible, because not everything depends, just on the government. Many depends on the international partners, but because they see now it's a survival for all parts. So all parts of the Ukrainian society understood that it's time to cooperate, to work together, to achieve the results on all fronts. And if you are talking about the industrial community, we also see the more desire to cooperate, to work together, to solve common problems together. Yes.
And from my part, I would say that we started to collaborate more with universities. So they also actively includes in the process. So it's always important to teach the new employees, the new software developers, engineers, whatever. So we are collaborating with National Food University in terms of people. They're very active there, where we are discussing the joint project right now to help students to get their production experience, not just to do something not applicable, but we are providing them the real data, the real examples of projects in data science. We probably will collaborate with National Technical University, so it's plans for them. But we definitely need to invest more to students.
Nice. Okay, so we are learning new ways of cooperation. We cooperate among ourselves and with the government, and we see that happening. How do you think this will affect us when the peace comes? And let's just fast forward a year or two. How do you think the market will change?
I think after the peace comes, Ukraine, it's our expectations that Ukraine will become center of international investment activity. And in this regard, we think that internal market should grow. And if we are talking about industrial spheres, that they probably should be the main beneficiaries of this investment. and because infrastructure had to be redeveloped, buildings and so on, it would require a lot of local production, I think. And I think that will lead to a lot of innovation, because it, effectiveness will become the priority of industrial producers. So we really hope that not just pure growth or investment, but also the innovation in internal market would flourish in Ukraine after the war ends. And I think when international clients will see stability, of course they return to the IT. I mean, it will become even hot as this deficit of the skilled people in IT has not disappeared in the world. So it became even more desperate. So when the peace comes to Ukraine, I think Ukrainian job market and IT sphere will become as hot as it was before the war started.
And we are working with energy companies and with food production. And during the war, we brightly realized how important the electricity is. Because when it's gone, everything goes. So you have no internet, no electricity, no heating. So you have nothing to do. So you are isolated without electricity. And we just realized that. And the same with the food. So you need to eat 3 times a day. And if there is no electricity and no food, its country will stop. So it's critical to have that local. And we really believe that we actually export electricity to European Union. So export started, and we hope that it will help to cut the gas consumption. So Ukraine will still produce, and it will produce more electricity, and we hope more food. So its country gonna to develop.
Nice, and we all wish that the peace comes much sooner, and everything that you say becomes real. To end this interview, one last question that I have is, what would you want to say to the international partners that maybe your prospects, maybe your current clients, probably you already tell them this, but maybe whatever you want to add in the end of this interview?
Well, a lot of was said. That I just want to say that Ukraine is strong and it will prevail. So believe in us, and we will serve you well.
Yes, and I would add that don't afraid to deal with Ukrainians. You see how strong we are wherever it happens. We are strong. We will continue work. Please don't afraid to use our products. Don't afraid to use our services. You saw that we are reliable partners and really technical nation.
Thank you guys for your time. And on my side, I wish you that employee that is at the front comes back soon and with good news.
Yeah.
With the victory.
Yes, with the victory. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
Так, ми закінчили. Дякую вам.